Hey everybody. I'm sure that you've spent time this last week following what's happening in Ukraine the way I have. It's a horrible situation. It's horrifying to see what's happening to the Ukrainian people. President Putin and the Russian army are committing war crimes. There's murder happening. Women, children, families, hospitals, schools. It's really horrifying. The world is standing up, and we're working hard to find a way to end the hostilities. In the meantime, people are fleeing, those who can. And I'm really grateful for Israel, which just announced that they're going to accept 25,000 non-Jewish refugees and are actively working to take as many Jewish refugees from Ukraine as possible. It's a humanitarian crisis. And I'm proud to see Israel stepping up to take care of those in need. It's another reason why we need to have the State of Israel. Jews all over the world know that there is a place to call home. Natan Sharansky, the infamous refugee from Russia, who's taken a leadership role in the State of Israel since arriving there many years ago, put out a beautiful piece that I hope you'll take a chance to read, that really speaks about how important Israel is and the way it's changed the world for Jews. In a related note, I want to take a minute to talk about something that happened 50 years ago. When the refugees from the USSR were trying to get out, two women in Miami sat down to figure out what it would take to make a difference. Both Norma Kipnis Wilson and Toby Friedland, of blessed memory, created something called the Lion of Judah. At that time, the cost of resettling a family from the Soviet Union was $5,000. And so that's the amount that they set in order to be a part of the Lion of Judah. They targeted women and women's philanthropy as a way to make a difference. Now, 50 years later, more than $1 billion has been raised through the Lion of Judah program. There's more than 18,000 women who are currently Lions of Judah across the world. It's truly an incredible accomplishment. I'm proud of our women here in Central Florida who are Lions. They've stepped up and said they want to make a difference, and they are. And as we think about what's coming, as we think about Ukrainian refugees, and we think about the very reasonable possibility that we're going to have Ukrainian refugees here in Orlando, it gives us the opportunity to ask ourselves, what are we going to do? How are we going to step up? How are we going to help those who are coming to our community, those who are coming to our state, and those who are coming to our country? As Jews, what are our responsibilities to make a difference in the world? I know as this Shabbat arrives, I'm going to be thinking a lot about what my role is. What is it that I can do? What is it that we as a community can do? What is our joint responsibility? What is our Jewish responsibility? For those of you who've already made your donations to the fund to help Ukraine, thank you. So far, our continental effort has raised just under $20 million, with the first $8 million already delivered to Ukraine, providing relief on the ground. It's incredibly important at this time that we do everything we can to help the Ukrainian people. They're our brothers, they're our sisters, and their welfare is our responsibility.